right.
Oh, my mic was
wings. Uh-oh, we might have to be enemies here.
All right, looks like my audio is out, so you guys should be able to hear me now. Watch the chat to see if you guys can hear me. Let me know. Just getting the hang of where all my settings are.
Did they hear the last one, Kai, or you got to do it over?
I'll probably do it over. I'm just waiting to see if any chats come through, because I did see that my mics were muted for that. So.
And so your channel is SPITClearwater?
That's it. SPITClearwater.
If you guys can do 2 tabs and open up on Kai's channel, you'll be able to hear us kind of commentating. Yep, it is bad for Aaron, but oh my gosh, I just hope.
All right, Magic Mike says he can hear me. Awesome. How's it going, Magic Mike? I'll go ahead and give a little show again since you guys couldn't hear me on the last one. So flipping around to my front-facing camera here for a quick second. In the car doing a Clearwater tour with Clearwater George, surrounded by Scientology. So they finally unlocked my live, guys. So I'll be able to interact with y'all. Instead of doing a record and repost, I can now go ahead and do it live. So we just stopped in Clearwater near the industrial section where they've got some of their, I think, record-keeping facilities, storage facilities, Hercules and Calumet. Now we are making our way towards downtown, where we're going to take a look at some of the lesser seen buildings on the streams, some of the motels that they bought up and kept empty for a while, and now are housing some of these command teams that are getting ready to fire off for the org openings. So maybe we'll get to see somebody that we'll see down in Austin when they open up that org. Banter, one or the other, and we'll go from there, guys.
And in my chat, could you guys hear Kai? Because sometimes our phones aren't picking up well. Oh, good. Okay, so we just got a message.
Girl,
we can
thanks.
hear you spit. I love it. Okay.
Perfect.
Our fools have a nickname named Spit.
Spit, S-P-I-T. You got a bunch of double entendres there. Spit, Clearwater, Clearwater, or Clearwater from your mouth. I don't know, but
Yes.
it all kind of works.
SP, suppressive person, industrial technologies.
That's it.
Informational technology, something with an I.
Yep, information technologies. Spit don't swallow the Kool-Aid, so you shouldn't either.
Oh, Miss Keen, I was going to go by the hotels. Yeah, okay, we're good. We'll catch them on the way back. Yeah, we'll hit this part, yeah. Yeah, so, again, trying to give you guys an idea of, oh, hello, Nicole the Kiwi. I'm just curious what part of New Zealand you're from, because I've got friends in Auckland. Oh yeah, they bought that building. Yep. Yeah, I guess.
Thanks for heading over, guys. See if you are running a couple tabs. I appreciate that. Try to get my watch hours up.
And we're coming up on another building that Scientology bought. What's interesting is, you talk to more people and they're like, oh, did you know they own that building? They own that building. Tampa Bay Times, formerly known as the SP or St. Pete Times, has done some great work on the church where they're well over 60%.
Yeah,
so that's right in line.
Yeah, 60 to 70.
Yep, here's another Scientology project that Properties just bought. What's the first thing you do is put up privacy fences.
That's right.
And video
Privacy
cameras
fences
and
all around.
listening devices. Why?
Yeah, what church needs to secure properties that they're purchasing with privacy and defensive fencing, and also countermeasures for people getting in or out, along with video recording and, like George mentioned, some audio surveillance as well. Never heard of a church that needs that or needs so many buildings that are empty. They've got them in spades.
Yep, and we're heading west now, away from there shortly. So those of you who are getting the driving
downtown red light traffic, you hit one, you hit them all. So we'll make it down.
Yep. Hey, Nancy Ellie, I don't know why was like the 33rd, like, awesome. All right, Susan P.
Awesome, Sharon. See, girl, thanks for heading over.
Yeah, I happen to know on the next block there's a couple public Scientologists that live that way. And we're now starting to get into the area where they're buying up a lot of the property residential, and then we will see the in a row. Some of our old footage, we did catch them in a muster.
That's right.
It's their roll call. And Aaron's normally there to help us understand the different terminology.
Letters to people, getting recommendations from folks he'd never really met. If you read the book The Barefaced Messiah, you'll see a lot of that info in there. And he was able to establish himself as a navigator of the world on the seas and get licensed to operate many vessels that he probably had no business doing, but he did it.
Hi, look to your right.
Yep.
Although this is not a Scientology building per se, it's built by one of their famous builders that built Tom Cruise's.
Is that the Moises Agami?
This is it. And
that's
so
right.
That is a big building, and we are now on the waterfront. It's called Edgewater Drive.
Mm-hmm.
This is the connection right here between Dunedin and Clearwater. And you guys know how we talk about downtown Dunedin, how vibrant it is. 17,000 people, 45 downtown restaurants versus Clearwater, 120,000 people, 5 downtown restaurants.
5 downtown restaurants.
There's the big, might be a couple more than that, but 5 that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
There's the water, and now we're starting to come right up to the activity. Oh, yeah, we got a bite. There's the motel. Yeah, the nail's ready to go yet.
Not today, Thetan.
Here's Bayside. Here's another one of their properties. The van. Oh, that's the white van, but that's another one of their motels. They're doing some yard work out here.
Yep.
They look vacant, but they're not. There are people who live in every one of those rooms. And there's the trade winds. These are the 3.
Bunk beds.
Yeah, bunk beds, and they all live there. And
you can see them piled high.
What a life. And there's the water a block away. So this is a road if you drive down. Hey, Farrell Cheryl. Yeah, I know you got to tend to your dad, and he's got some issues right now with
Hey, how's it going? May the force be with you. SP Squirrel, Canada. Wow.
All right. Once again, guys, if you don't know SPITClearwater, head on over there and subscribe to Kai's channel. Hit that like button. And the reason we say that, it really helps out the algorithms. It brings us up into some of the pushed out videos, and so we're all, sorry about that, we're all getting a little bit more coverage, and we're trying to promote each other's channels.
That's right.
Tell the story.
That's right, guys.
So, coming down Fort Harrison towards downtown Clearwater. A lot of these properties on the side of this road that you see are vacant. Guess who owns them? They started moving north along Fort Harrison here years ago. Another vacant building. The impact is immense.
Hey, Tumble Dry Load, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, absolutely hit that like button, guys. Try not to hit you guys with too much wind. I turned on the noise canceling, but just see if we can't get a little bit of a view as we're heading down here. Like George mentioned, we're going to start hitting where some of the front group buildings are as we make our way into downtown Clearwater here on Fort Harrison. We'll get closer to the flag building. We'll be up on our left. You'll see some of the buildings such as the Commission for Human Rights, WISE, Industries. They're some of the first ones that pop up as you get closer to downtown. So their front groups like this one coming up pretty soon here. You'll see WISE Enterprises, and
We're going to come in on the backside.
Okay,
so
cool.
We'll come back out front here.
Yep, makes sense.
But yeah, so here's more of their properties on the left. You can see the water is right there. We are going to be turning left here, and that is Clearwater Bay right there.
There we go.
And as we
Let's
come
show you guys
around,
the
the
bay.
Osceola is one of their religious retreats right there. It spans a couple blocks, both sides of the street. And this is...
See some Sea Org members here up on the
they're lined up and ready.
the right, getting ready to hop into their transport vehicles or be walking here downtown.
Yep, we're gonna make it right here.
Let us know if you see anybody you know.
So
We are about to turn up here by the
that's the
Sandcastle. High-level training for Scientologists here at the Sandcastle Properties. And this is what you've heard George and AA Ron talking about before, where they are really mad that Clearwater has opened up the Sound, a new venue for about a little over 6,000 people here in Clearwater. It is loud and wonderful, and Willie Nelson was just here making lots of noise for the Scientologists so that they can't get through their auditing, which apparently they need peace and quiet for. Those body thetans don't like music, apparently.
Yeah, so let's head back up, see if we can get those people loading on the bus. We don't want to be talking with them today, but this is how it goes. They just bring these buses in, they load them up, they transport them from spot to spot. Let's make that left and see if we can get a... okay, there's two buses converging. There's one of the big ones, one of the smaller ones.
A couple buses. That's right. Got a little whales taking them. See another Sea Yard member there carrying her documents. And already they are gone.
Yeah.
Just that quick, guys.
Yep, so good. Just whip a U-ey and we'll head back down the street.
That quick.
All that vacant property will be something Scientology unless we stop this particular movement of buying property and taking it off the tax rolls and hurting residents of Clearwater like myself.
That's right. We've got to dramatic effects on our property taxes. What do they estimate some of these buildings are worth? George's and Flag, about $170 million assessed value by the county.
Yeah, it was $126 million assessed value.
$126 million assessed value. Can you imagine having that and no property taxes? And who gets to pay the property taxes? The residents of Clearwater. I am in the next town over, but I have 2 rentals in Clearwater, and I pay dearly to have them.
And Kai, if you look to the right, make sure that you got a good clean shot of little Tommy's condo up there the top 2 floors.
Yep, Tommy's condo building, top 2 floors. The bottom is Valor, the business, and it is Moises Sagami, developer, has created this building as well. Supposedly there's an elevator that takes Tom Cruise's car from the ground floor to the top floor. Imagine a life where you've literally bothered by no one. And then there's the Citizens Commission for Human Rights. They are the front group that Scientology has put together to fight against the psychs. Because as we all know, or maybe you don't know, Scientology does not believe in the medical model of mental health. So they use this group to try and shut down and put psychs into prison.
Yeah.
What a shame.
And what Kai was commenting on is we were here in front of a number of their front buildings. It starts way down in that corner with Clearwater Community Volunteers, which they've not let us in yet to offer our volunteer services. Then you've got WISE Clearwater, their business consulting, Citizens Commission on Human Rights, which is anti-psycho anything. And then you've got, let me go ahead and start. That one card clears. I just catch the sunset for people too. A lot of people getting good Clearwater tours here, that's for sure.
That's right.
Okay. Oh, she actually smiled.
Oh yeah.
She doesn't know who we are. But
No, she doesn't. But you know,
she knew she would have smiled at us, but that's okay. Like this says, they're real people too.
they are real people. We've got a lot of beautiful young people still in the cult. Makes you wonder how they got there.
Scientology Volunteer Ministries, 4 or 5 more of these front buildings we've shown. No receptionists, nobody there, nobody in and out, nothing. But they sure do own a lot of this property. They paint it up nice. They buy a lot
The way to happiness there.
And buildings like this are just vacant because they can't make it down here. Coming up to Cleveland Street, where we do a lot of filming.
We're getting ever and ever closer to Flag. Here's the infamous Starbucks, where the Starbucks BTs put a hurting on Reese and Aaron. Someone says here, we suspect. Can't say it's alleged, but someone says something tastes funny. Don't take it and drink it all. I've learned that this past week.
Here they come. Some of them want they're leaving the buildings. They walk around like
here we go. Some more Sea Org members. Not going to do much talking to them tonight, but love to ask them if they're immigrants. When's the last time they saw their passport? Are they aware of their visa status? Is it being renewed appropriately like it should be? Are they at risk of deportation if they leave? They could actually seek asylum to get help with that if they did not have control of their passport or visa, but Many of them probably don't even know where it is or what the status of that religious visa is, you know. So
on the right is the Fort Harrison Hotel, which we were calling Fort Harassment Hotel.
that's right.
There's the bridge, not the Freedom, but the bridge to Flag, which is the building over there, which we're going to circle.
Absolutely.
Oh wow, there's actually, ooh, that guy might be
That's,
Simon. Someone said, stay in this lane, we're going to circle around this building and go back that way. And Kai, I don't know if you saw it the other night, that's a real nice park there. That's part of their property that nobody ever uses.
That's right.
And it's right adjacent to some county property. But once again, to give you guys the magnitude of their footprint and their building size, Fort Harrison takes up a block, Flag building takes up a block, and we're going to be going around
Hey,
the block.
DTS, nice to see you in here. Thanks for stopping by. You too, Circus Rider.
Justice for Surgeon, Aaron God, and SP Drake. Yeah. All right. I missed a couple of chats. I know there's a question that I missed. If you want to repost it, I'll try and catch it. Anybody who heads to Clearwater Beach, this is the main route. You'll see these cars are cruising through. That's all.
Fort Horrificson, that's right. Yeah.
Fort Harassment.
Fort Harassment. Oh, thanks, may the force be with you. I loved watching over the weekend. It was a joy to see a group of sane citizens doing the people's work, because clearly the deaf-blind government won't since 1993, when tax religious exemption BS. That's right. Yeah, you know, they one of the few groups that successfully bullied the government into getting their way. Thousands of personal lawsuits were filed against IRS employees, not against the IRS themselves, and they agreed to back off and drop the lawsuits if they got their 501c status back, and they won. So it's wild.
Yeah, I hope you guys heard Kai just explain that, because it is pretty disgusting what happened, but we're here to change that. You know?
That's right.
You can have your culture, you can go do your thing, but don't do it at the expense of a town like Clearwater, Florida, Pinellas County, or the state of Florida. There was a question about Rick Scott and somehow communicating with him. Yes, and I don't have an email set up yet because I only have my personal emails and I've got to get it. Tried a couple different times, but for some reason my Gmail's not letting me do another account, but I'll have it soon, guys. So slowing down, here's the back side of the Fort Harrison, and as long as there's no one behind us, and that park we just showed. Go ahead, ladies. Oh, they're coming out now. So they come from here. They'll be letting them off here so they can get in this backside when we're not here and send them across the bridge.
That's right.
But this is the backside of the Fort Harrison Hotel. Farrell Cheryl will talk about hearing the kids playing ping pong. Oh, there comes some Sea Org members.
That's right. Some Sea Org members here with their briefcase. Wonder what's inside.
Yep. As we've talked about, a lot of foreigners because they're having trouble recruiting domestically because people speak English and look at the internet.
That's right. And you know, there's a lot of people that want to make their way to the U.S. and they aren't coming here with informed consent when they get recruited into the Sea Org. They get advertised an opportunity to come to America with room and board. They don't tell them what that room and board is. I can't imagine many adults would want to leave their home to come live in a room with a bunch of other adults in bunk beds stacked 3 high and have a religious experience to save the planet, as Serge would say. It doesn't seem like a very religious experience to me.
Okay, so now, guys, we're going to circle the block with the flag building connected by that bridge. It's
the Superpower building.
Superpower building, the SP building, 385,000 square feet, just for courses for their
that's right. I believe that's the building where you can also do the cause resurgence, where you can, for about 5K, you can run around a pole. Try not to get too much of that on camera, but it is unfortunate. I went to high school with a lot of kids that didn't want to be going, getting, and giving touch assists, but
there's one.
They did.
Security guard's hanging out there. As soon as he sees us, he'll start wooing people in.
That's right, George.
Okay, we can go around one more time and see. Coming back out.
It's so interesting. You can see how much more lively it is when we're not out.
It is amazing. Devices, things.
Little whale action.
Circle back around. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, Look
That's
at
right, it is a scam.
So we're gonna do just the
Farrell Cheryl and Lori Plays saw that the other night. They said they like to another guy with his gym bag and gear like I was talking about, and the Cause Resurgence logo, I believe is what that is sold by Reese.
Yeah, and they got the white vans. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got here's what I made a short of the other night. You'll see here the bus is getting loaded up. Try to be a little bit discreet if I can. Get it on camera there. As the ants go marching one by one.
Alright, that must have been a small
Yeah, small batch.
About 3 or 4 got out of there.
Yeah.
All right. So what we'll do now is make your hard left. Let's head.
This is also where, if you saw Reese the other night, congratulating the gentleman that had just gone clear with a genuine congratulations place over a year ago, and the harsh realities of why we were here and how we all came to know each other kind of started to hit for her. If you haven't seen that, go check her or George's stream. It's pretty moving.
So we're gonna go to Cleveland Street and show how dead Cleveland Street is on our way to Keene to show.
Yeah, may the force be with you. Perfectly happy children on my street, just back from school, freely playing with chalk, basketball, riding scooters, because their parents are actually parenting them every day, all day. Very normal. I'd have to agree with that. My son was throwing a football outside before I came here with my German Shepherd, and before that he was practicing Rubik's Cubes, so no cult activities there.
We just passed Clearwater PD, which happens to be across the street from Clearwater Police Department, is across the street from a couple of their buildings. But we're going to go down Cleveland Street, which should be 2 streets, yeah. And
Target 2, that's right, DTS.
Some of the buildings that we've shown before. But Cleveland Street is the one that we show vacant, right in the heart of downtown. But
right.
Once again, there seem to be a number of good gyms around. They must like
Quite a few. I've seen there's Bulletproof, there's Bent Bar, there are quite a few gyms down here. I wonder what their clientele is like.
So we're heading away from the core of downtown Clearwater, but we're heading east, and in the distance you can see a bigger building that was bought and renovated by Scientology for their people. Hello everybody. Chat. Every once in a while I can glance at it, but I can't always catch it. Love these lives, thank you. Yep, we're going to get them. The aristocrat.
I just switched my cams, guys, so I'll try to just to see here so I could get a little tighter view, but I'm going to drop it back down to a notifications easier to control. I'm streaming through a Prism Live Studio, guys, so trying something a little bit different than the YouTube app. Let me know if it's been pretty smooth for y'all. Yoshi is not driving.
He did want to come with us,
Yeah.
but this is a special tour.
That's right.
So guys, what you see here, there's housing they built on the left. Sorry about that. And then over here, another vacant building. Doing nothing for the tax roll or for the people of Clearwater. These buildings, we believe, are mostly occupied by Scientologists, built by Scientologists.
That's right.
And then on the left here will be the Yachtsman.
That's right.
Motel where they stage a bunch of Sea Org people. I don't think you're going to be able to go left here. So a couple nights on the backside we were filming them. They were loading buses, and when they found out we're there, they sent them all back to their rooms. So we threw their schedules off a little bit that night. But this is Cleveland Street.
That's
About
right.
4 or 5 blocks east of downtown. We're going to continue and go left on Missouri and get us over to Drew. All right. The last night that Reese was here it's right up there, a couple blocks,
That's right.
and we had all kinds of good Mexican food.
That's right. Hacienda Gardens Actually pretty good too. Really good margaritas as well.
Yes,
And
fair
I'd
share. I'm
recommend
giving
them.
him the grand tour so that everybody.
Estimated number of we were down there, at least scattered throughout. But as soon as they saw us circle the block, they went right back inside.
Yep, load him up and get him out. I do like sushi, and this is a good sushi restaurant right here. All right, so the next few minutes of the tour, if you guys can stay with us, we're going to go look at the 8 per person 2-bedroom apartments. Leah Remini talked about this on her show, The Aftermath, where they were told, oh, come to Clearwater, it's great, beautiful Clearwater. And they walked into a 2-bedroom apartment with 8 other people, her kids.
That's right, we're hitting the Hacienda Feral Show. Just like George mentioned, if you guys didn't hear. I told the story of Leah Remini coming to town with her children and witnessing firsthand how the CR members were living bunk bed over bunk bed, 8 to a room. Adults, not children. Sharing a single bathroom.
Well, a lot about when we talk about child trafficking and some of the things that the second gens are talking about. That's why most of us are out here to support
That's right.
them being able to recover and get the therapy they need. And what we're telling Sea York people when we can is, look, plant's already clear. You can come out now. Join us. But they don't listen. We try, but they don't listen.
Yeah, we
yes,
tried.
we're headed to Hacienda Gardens. And waiting to see it. We want to see it. Okay. It's also Sherwood.
Robin Hood.
Yeah, it's all fictionary. So heading down Drew Street, one instance of their vacant buildings or their buildings that are put up to store documents or records, and they pay no taxes on those. We've got a couple more lights you can turn left on. You can see that a peace sign in someone's yard. That was just nice. Just a peace sign. For you guys that don't know Kai yet, he's also about a 40-year Clearwater resident, and he's grown up watching this. He too has been surrounded by Scientology.
That's right.
My channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and if you hit the like button, it helps us put out more content to be viewed by more people, and we can tell the story. Tell the story. Tell the story.
Yeah, thank you, George. Thank you. Appreciate anybody that's coming over from George's channel, surrounded by Scientology. It's really meant a lot that everybody's been so welcoming here. Let me go ahead and give you guys a little space while we're driving so I can talk to you for a minute. Hey, how's it going, guys? So yeah, I just wanted to say, thanks for anybody who came over from surrounded by Scientology, Clearwater George's channel. It's really been incredible to see the support that I've been getting. So, we're heading out to the Hacienda to see where a lot of the folks live right now. And again, thank you guys so much for all the wonderful support. If you didn't hear George mention, I have been living in the area for almost 40 years myself, and I've seen it all going down, and it pretty much looks the same as it has since I was a kid. So, like I said, born and raised, I'm living here in Clearwater. I have multiple properties here in Clearwater, and I feel the wrath of the property taxes, and my heart feels the wrath of the kids and the elders who are being trafficked and abused inside of the cult. So we're out here trying to make a difference. Like George said, if you can, hit that like button. It does help push out the notifications, and we really do appreciate it. So thanks, guys. I'll go ahead and flip the camera back around now and let George have it turn it to talk.
Sure. And it's interesting, Kai, because I'm so new at this. This is my I don't schedule lives at any particular time because my schedule's not consistent yet. Hello from New York there, Veronica. Veronica the Bomb, is that what it is? Something
Hey,
like
Ren
that.
listens. Road trip is right.
Yeah, but it's great when I go start to get live and I see 4, 5, 6, soon to be more and more people lining up, and
That's
then by
right.
the time we go live, it's like, wow, how did you guys find us and why do you care? Well, I guess you care because a lot of people care. And if you haven't seen channels like Natalie Webster, Liz Gale, Serge, Reese, these people are telling incredible stories of the horrific crimes that have been committed against children and other people within these buildings that we're showing you, covered up by the hierarchy of the church.
That's right.
Fortunately, the dam's broken and people are coming out now. They're not afraid to come out and talk about their horrible experiences. Some of them have still criminal cases because the statutes of limitation on child abuse have been changed to not go away. And as you know, we just turned left on, we can make a left here. We just turned left on Keene, and we're coming up to the corner of the first one of their properties. This one is Hacienda. There's the security cameras.
Hacienda here.
And Kai, here's what's interesting. But right now it's all about privacy fences, high definition cameras, security lighting, the absolute secured gate. Ooh, we could have snuck in behind that car.
Not too many apartment complexes around here that have that type of security. Matter of fact, there's no other ones. Even the nice, expensive ones are not this private or well secured. Cameras on every building, and they are full motion pan tilt cameras. So someone in a control center somewhere could move them around.
So there we have Hacienda Gardens that shares that entire block with one of the water storage units for the city of Clearwater. But we are going to turn right here. We'll come back out and show the next complex, which is just a block away. And you guys can get an idea why they have those big buses. Every day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, they're loading those buses up, taking them to all of their jobs where they work to 10, 12 hours.
That's right.
As volunteers, so that there's no child labor or minimum wage aspects. Around the bend here, we're back on Keene, and we're going to go up to the next block and turn left.
Yep, we just finished making our rounds of the Hacienda. In case you didn't hear George say it, that is where they load up many of their workers to head down there to work 100+ hours a week. $47 is religious volunteers. There is no health care. There is no benefits at all. Just the religious experience of clearing the planet.
Yep. So Kai, on the right, we've got Sherwood. And it's interesting because there is one of their cameras at the corner of their intersection.
Yeah, look at that.
Everybody comes and goes. Once again, security guards, gates, everything is. Let me go that way. We'll get back up that way. This is where they stack them up. 8 people to the 2-bedroom apartments. And just 1 second. Let me jump out real quick. Kai, jump out for a second.
Yes, sir.
Show you this.
Going on a field trip here, y'all.
Okay. Here's a normal apartment complex. Clearwater. Gee, there's no security fences. There's no privacy fences. There's no cameras. There's no listening devices. However, just go across the street.
That's right.
There we go.
Look,
here comes a van out.
catching one. Look how different. What is so different from street to street that one's got to have privacy bushes, privacy fencing, controlling coming in and out, cameras all around, pan, tilt, on a pole, on the buildings, pretty much everywhere. You know, it's wild. Yeah.
So we're going to jump back in. We're going to circle this block, show how big the Sherwood Forest is.
Yeah, it's wild. I guess, I don't know if you actually have to be in the cult to be Zenu's homie. He was kind of the overlord. They've got him locked up in a prison in the Himalayas, right? So I'd say it's safe to be Zenu's homeboy without being in the cult.
All right, so we're going to go left and circle around the building. And maybe they'll treat us to another bus. So my kids went to school about 3 blocks from here. Take it right here. Every morning when I pulled in through here, we had to wait for their buses to come out, and they would try to be coming out on the key. It wasn't a pleasant experience, but there again, security cameras. We can just creep through here, and we'll just keep the commentary going. So, and look at this, hardly any cars in there. It's a big complex, but they don't need cars. They got all their buses.
Pointy
And
tips
not
on
only
this
this
fence.
is full, but there's like 8 people to a 2-bedroom apartment. So.
Yeah, normally you see a apartment complex here and every spot is full and you're fighting to get maybe one reserved spot per unit here. The parking lot is basically empty because the majority of them do not have vehicles.
What do you need a vehicle for when you're going to another planet?
That's right. I mean, when you've got everything you need supplied by the cult, right?
Another great oak tree. Such beautiful oak trees here in Clearwater. Look at that thing. Yeah.
Monster.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, here we are.
Another empty parking lot for a full complex.
We've got a basketball hoop. I wonder how many kids get to have fun using that. I'll answer you. 0.
Ha. Good point. All right.
Yeah, cars would allow a method of escape if they didn't have a gate. So we're half right, Rand listens. Because I'm pretty sure that they can't just open that gate at will. I really do believe that they have to have supervision, permission, and someone else to open it, and they close automatically as told by the signs.
Yep. And another complex of theirs on the left.
That's right.
How do we know? Privacy
look,
gates, privacy fences, cameras, and not much else going for it. Yep, just sit here for a second. So Kai, let's go ahead and just give some finishing thoughts.
Sure.
You go ahead and go first, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up with your comments. So give me a second to flip this around.
I'm doing the same.
And there you are.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for coming along with us on our tour of Clearwater today. It's been a great ride around. You got to show you guys some of the things that we don't normally get to see when we're walking around downtown Clearwater. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Let me know how the stream looked. And, thanks everybody for the overwhelming support. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can see when we go live. I'm probably going to be pretty similar to George, where it may not be a set schedule. I'll be going as regularly as I can. So I'll go ahead and pass the mic to George.
Thank you, Kai. And that was just give you an idea. I think, what was that, 46 minutes?
Yep.
Driving around, seeing everything there, give you guys an idea, a day in the life of following Scientology. So here we are. And with that, thank you all. Don't forget to subscribe to the channels, do the like button, say hi to everybody. And with that, I'm going to sign off, and you guys have a great evening. Thank you much.
Thanks, guys.